This is my Dhuum kiting guide. First I will show my build and explain the choices of the build, then I will show some footage and explain what I'm doing and why. So let's start with my first point, is that you want to go as tanky as you can without obviously passing your tank. And that's because if you go down, the run is probably over. And what I mean by that is that if you go down and you need to do green, you will probably not reach the green in time and the run will be over, or if you are kiting a messenger and you go down, the messenger will probably kill you. So you want to avoid that obviously, and unlike the tank, you won't have your team near you while you are kiting or while you are doing your greens, so no one will be able to revive you at time. Now for the build itself. For the pets, you want to go Iboga for the DPS and the Brown Bear for the Condi cleanse. Now, important note, the Condi cleanse, the range is pretty small and the Condi cleanse comes from the AoE of the bear. So if the bear is attacking Dhuum, you want Condi cleanse your team, so you don't want to rely on this only. Now for the healing skill, it's Healing Spring. It's a massive instant heal, which is really important, unlike Water Spirit, which is gradual heal. And it's also a AoE heal for the Reapers and the Spirits and the Flesh Worms if you're doing Dhuum CM. And it's a Condi cleanse for the split. For the utility, if you are a solo druid, you want to go Spirits. If you are not, if you have a stack heal druid, I usually go for Spirit of Renewal for the Condi cleanse and the regen, which is also good for your Celestial Avatar. I also go Search and Rescue, and either Guard or Protect Me, but usually Guard. For the Elite I always go Spirit of Nature. For traits in Skirmishing, you want to go for Proper Expertise, reduce the cooldown on your healing skill, and longer duration, which matters because you heal with it the Reapers, and your Spirits, and the Necro Worms, if you are doing Dhuum CM. And it's also a massive instant heal, which is really good at Dhuum. And it's a Condi cleanse, which is good for the splits. Now Spotter obviously because DPS, and Quick Draw because it's the only good choice here. In HR Magic you have a choice between Search and Rescue and Instinctive Reaction. I usually go Instinctive Reaction. You get Healing Power, which helps you heal the Reapers, which take time because they are tanky, so more Healing Power is always good in this fight. Now here you have a choice between Evasive Purity and the Warhorn trait. If you are going tanky, you can go for the Warhorn trait, but if not, I usually go for the Evasive Purity. It's instant Condi cleanse and it can save your life. And here you can go between Protective Ward and Nature Vengeance. I usually go Nature Vengeance even if I'm not running Spirits, just for the Spirit of Nature, because they usually don't need the protection. Now for the Druid trait line, you go Primal Echoes, lower cooldown on Staff 5 and the Dash is really good. You can have the AoE healing for yourself or your team. Here you have another choice. Most people go Celestial Shadow. I prefer Natural Stride, and that's because it doesn't stack with Swiftness, but you sometimes want to camp stuff, mainly when you are kiting, because it's easier to kite with the staff, and sometimes you need the dash ready or the healing ready, so you don't always want or can go for X Warhorn. And even if you go X Warhorn, you don't have 100% uptime on the swiftness, so it's always nice to have something guaranteed. And for the last one, you have a choice between Grace of the Land and Lingering Light. If you need a might, this means you don't have a stack healer, which is fine, so you go for the Grace of the Land. If you have a stack healer, he will usually do all the might, so you go Lingering Light for the Reapers. So this is a Dhuum CM run. We didn't kill Dhuum in this run, but we got far enough so I can show everything that I want about kiting. So let's start. And now you first want to grab the messenger in the left, and then from the right. Sometimes you won't grab them because the teammates will take them, maybe Scourges and Revenants. The best thing you can do is just ping them and hope they don't wipe. Now you want to go left, you don't want to go forward because you will hit your team. You don't want to go right because your team is there as well. You want to go left, and the next one will spawn here. If you are doing Dhuum CM, you want to put your Earth Spirit here, so it gives protection to the flesh worms. Now, when you are moving around the messengers, the best thing you can do is move in small circles around them. Since they will just turn around to face you, but they won't actually move, and when they move toward you, they move toward each other as well, so it's also good for you. Now I'm precasting my spirits, so when I'm going to the edge where we fight Dhuum, I can just call them there and it takes less time rather than summoning them. Now I come here, put all the spirits together and then use healing springs, because they need the regeneration while I'm doing the first green. Now, at 7:30 you need to go to this green, but you don't want to walk there because the messenger will follow you, and if you don't do it at the right time, the messenger will kill you on the green. So you want to go away like here, and then you dash to here. Also, you want to put a healing spring to heal everyone. A tip about doing greens, not just as a kiter, you always want to grid one orb like I did just now. You always want to grid one little orb before you go to your main orb. I just found it easier. Now you want to dash as soon as possible to Dhuum, because you will do is a small split, and if it targets you, it messes up the tanking, it messes up the DPS, and there will be a no zone here, and you might be needing this zone, mainly for the first big split. So you just want to dash there before it does this split. You want to reset the spirits and give them healing spell. Now I want to talk about the first messenger. There are a lot of important things here. First, I chose to, because I had the bomb, I chose to stay away from my team. But usually you want to be with them and Condi cleanse them. But didn't happen this time. Now, a few things. You want to grab this guy as fast as possible for a lot of reasons. First, if you don't grab him, your team might take it and they will die if they're doing it during the major split. Second, if you grab him earlier, you will get rid of him earlier, so you can put your spirit in the middle, as you will see. But if you are grabbing him way too early, he will just walk into your soul and then you won't be able to pick it up. So you need to know to pick it early, but not too early.
I see a light.
Also, usually now, when you are with the team and the golem is here, you will need to reach the far Reaper, there. I think it's arrow. Yeah, it's arrow. So you will need to reach the arrow. And if you are here, you don't want to walk to here, because then the Dhuum messenger will go through the middle once the major split is over. You want to do the long way around here. Also, while you are getting chased, you want to usually heal star. I heal it here a bit, but it's not really needed. Now, if you grabbed him early enough, he will die once you reach the middle, but if not, you want to go the long way. Again, here. But usually you want to detour through the middle, if you can, obviously, to put your spirits again. And then walk or dash to the next green. Now, you usually want to save one dodge, in case Dhuum auto-attack while you're standing here and there is an AoE of damage here, or it does the spike faster and they hit you. So you want to save one dodge and dodge right before you go into the green. Now, an important tip about the second green, that you will see in a moment, is that you can actually grab your next messenger orb, so you don't have to deal with it during the fight. So you see, you need to sometimes wait a bit, but you can almost always grab the messenger orb. Just now I grab it, and then I don't need to deal with the second messenger. And if you do need to deal with the messenger, you usually want to grab him also as fast as possible, because if you grab him fast enough, you can do the second big split with your team. But if not, you are going to do it solo and you can Condi cleanse them.
I see a light.
Now, for your third green, there is something really important that I didn't see any guide about it. But the spawn of the messengers is RNG. So sometimes you can grab ideally you want to grab this messenger before you do the green, but sometimes you just can't. And I usually type to my team something, or I ping the messengers, or ask a teammate to cover me in case I don't do it. But it's really important, because the best case scenario, it just deals some damage to the Reaper and you heal it back, so no big problem. But if you're a tank around here and he accidentally grabbed the aggro, the run will probably be over, or if a teammate that doesn't notice it grabs it, the run will probably be over. Or if the Reaper is low and he dies, run is also over. So I don't know. I heard it's RNG. I read it's RNG. So if somebody knows what affects it, I would love to know.
Gaze falls on me. The souls await. Separate.
And that's basically the ending of the everything I wanted to say. There isn't something really complicated. The next messengers come not near your next green. You do the messenger first and then the green. And your next green is triangle at 3 minutes. But usually Doom is dead around this time before you do this green. So that's it. My main points are the fact you need to go tanky and the fact that you can collect messengers. Also, your team, your G3 can collect your first messenger, and the G1 can collect the 430 messenger. But it isn't always sure, so you can't guarantee it. But it's good to know. And that's it basically. Thanks for watching.